Hello, everyone. I wrote in the in the comments, Marketing Tip Tuesday, but it is Marketing Tip Wednesday. Yesterday, it was just, I was not in the best, I wasn't in the mood, I wanted to really give y'all some good information, and today I'm ready. I'm a lot more prepared. Hi, Eliza. Say hello when you're popping on. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments as we go. This is a really fun topic. This is one of my favorite aspects of my content strategy. So, hi, Maria. And yeah, so the reason I didn't do this yesterday was, one, I was a little hungover. We had an event the night before. My dad is the president of a hospital, and he puts on this big event it's called the Senior Bowl in our area. A bunch of graduating seniors that are really great football players and are going towards hopefully the NFL play in this big bowl game in our area, and it's really fun. We had a big reception and met all the players and stuff, so that was a blast. But yeah, I wasn't feeling that great, and when I feel a little hungover, I'm still very productive, but I don't want to converse or talk to anyone. I get very creative. Yeah, it's very bizarre. So we moved Marketing Tip Tuesday to Wednesday this week, but it's still some really good stuff. A couple announcements for today. One, I need you guys to help me come up with a podcast name. I have been trying to think of a good name for a podcast because I like to repurpose. I'm already repurposing my videos into blog posts and to YouTube videos and stuff, but I really want to get start interviewing cool people on a podcast. And I'd love to hear your thoughts around that. I want it to be centered around business and mysticism, and I was thinking more along the lines of marketing energetics, something like that, but with a sassy little tune to it. So keep that in mind. If you have any suggestions, let me know. That would be awesome. And then second announcement, a new course is coming, and I am so excited. That's what I was working on all day yesterday. That's what I've been working on for the past few months, quietly in the background, but it is finally coming together, and I can't wait. I think the way I'm going to launch it is only WMA students can access it because it's kind of an extension to that. So stay tuned. If you've been wanting to sign up for WMA, wait, because I'm thinking that's going to be part of the offer. So yeah, look forward to that. It's going to be a game changer. All right, let's get started, shall we? And I'd love to hear if you have a Facebook group, if you already are running a Facebook group, because that's what we're talking about today. Creating and growing a Facebook group for your business. This is, if there ever was a time to create a Facebook group, it's now. Obviously, Facebook is even pushing Facebook groups. We're really shifting towards community and kind of getting out of this talking at each other and just the fakeness on social media. People are so tired of that shit. And they want to have real conversations. They want to hear real, honest, reviews of things. They want feedback instantaneously. And that is really where Facebook groups come in. It's such a fun thing to have. I love this Facebook group. I love hanging out with you guys. It's just easy. Like, I feel like I can be myself, and it's just fun. It really gives me structure, but also community. So it's killing two birds with one stone, and I absolutely love it. And it also, a great reason why you should start a Facebook group is it helps your posts get seen in the algorithm. Facebook group posts get bumped up. I don't know what it is. Facebook is really, really hammering groups hard to people. And yes, Chantal. Tiana, hi, Caroline. I'm just starting digital marketing business. I'd love to start a group. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So if any of y'all, I want to hear where you guys are with all this too. If you haven't started a group, if you have started a group, what your challenges are. Tiana said she wants to start a group. Chantal said, great idea. So let's move on. I got a little distracted. So first thing you're going to want to do is come up with a name for your group. You want to make sure it's easy to search. It's SEO optimized, because Facebook, like I always say, Facebook is a search engine. You want to make sure you have some keywords in there that people are searching for. So maybe you saw my long ass title for my Facebook group and you were like, wow, that's not catchy at all. Well, that's the point. I did a while back, we talked about, I know I got some of you guys back in the beginning were here when I took a poll of what I should rename the group. I can't remember what it started out with, but I wanted to rename it something catchy like Marketing Lightworkers or something like that. But in the end, it is all about search and being easy to find for your ideal customers. So keep that in mind. You want it to be easily searchable, and it should really clearly identify the purpose of your group. The next, you're going to want to think about launching it once you have your name set apart and you have that like framework, you've published it, whatever. Maybe this is an idea that I heard from somebody, and I think it's an awesome idea if you're just starting out and you don't want to start bringing people in and there's just crickets, nothing is there, and it's just quiet. So what I would do is wait until 50 members to actually open it. So when people come in to request to join, it says in the description, we'll open the doors at 50 members or whatever, so that they're looking forward to it. It gives them that kind of like suspenseful, like, ooh, I can't wait to get inside, kind of excitement over it. And once they get inside, there's actually people in there and things to talk about. So invite friends to fill up some spaces. Make sure you're not just inviting random people. But if you have people in your network already that you can just bring into your Facebook group to kind of fill that void, absolutely do that. Have like a welcome video or a post already up telling them to introduce themselves, letting them know what the group is all about. And yeah, those are some ideas for launching your Facebook group. So when it comes to inviting members in, and once that traffic starts to come in and you start attracting those people, I cannot tell you how great Facebook groups are for growing your email list. A lot of people get really frustrated and overwhelmed, and they're like, oh my God, I have to create content for a Facebook group and for my email list and blah, 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 blah. And I have to grow my email list. I have to find more members for my Facebook group. I have to do my blog, all the stuff. But that that's what you need to combine the two. Think of your Facebook group and your email list as they complement each other. Having a Facebook group will grow your email list so quickly if you do it right. So the way you do that is for your member request questions. I like to have, you probably don't remember the questions I asked when you were brought into this group, but I like to ask, what kind of business do you have? What's the second one? What do you struggle most with when it comes to content marketing? And ask for their email address in the last question. And the way you can frame that, if you're worried about just being that blunt, which you shouldn't be, everybody does it. I like to say, can I send you a free gift? What's your email address? And I rarely ever have people that don't fill it out. And I really like to ask that second question too. What do you struggle with the most? Because that's easy market research. You really want to utilize those questions so that you can collect data about your audience and see who is coming to you, who is attracted to your Facebook group, and who you're serving, and what kind of content you need to create in that Facebook group to keep those people happy. And another tip is you need to save all of this in a spreadsheet. I keep it in Google Sheets of who the person is, their name, the answers, and their email address, because I had to learn this the hard way. And I'm sure if you scroll all the way through my posts in this Facebook group, you'll see where I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Facebook doesn't save the member request question answers. And once you accept somebody into the group, that information goes away. So before you click accept or approve and accept somebody's membership into your Facebook group, make sure you're saving that information and put it in a spreadsheet, because that stuff goes away and Facebook doesn't save it for you. So don't lose out on that information. It's very valuable. So when it comes to growing your Facebook group, I'm so much more adamant about growing my Facebook group than I am my email list, because it does give me a chance to have like live conversations with you, and it's just so much more personal. That's why I really use my email list to remind you that I am going live, what we're talking about on Marketing Tip Tuesdays, blah, blah, blah. So I like to put my Facebook group link at the top of my main menu bar as one of the options on my website at the top. So you'll see, what does it say? Home, like blog about Facebook group, free Facebook group. That's been a great way to bring in people. I put it in my email signature at the bottom of my emails. I put it as my Facebook page button, that call to action where it says book now or whatever that button is for you on your Facebook page. Mine is visit group. There you can host free challenges and trainings, put it as your link in your bio on Instagram, whatever. My community that I want to grow the most is my Facebook group over anything else, really, because that just gets me closer to you guys and I can have like actual conversations and my content is pushed to you guys. So whatever you can do to grow your Facebook group, do it. So when it comes to managing your Facebook group, the thing is, you set the expectations. Your audience does not expect you to post every single day and to wipe their ass and to kill yourself over creating content, new awesome content for your Facebook group. So you need to let go of that stigma and all that self-judgment, because you set the expectations. you can bend over backwards, but that is only creating more expectations from your audience that, okay, like if you drop off, they're going to be like, what the hell? Like, and just keep that in mind. You set the expectations. You can do like theme days and stuff. And I was doing that. God, I was doing that every day for a while. And it just wasn't organic. It just didn't, it was kind of just placeholder. And I wanted this more to be a conversation than it was people just hopping on for like promo Thursdays or things like that. And instead, I want this to be a place where people can ask questions and we can chat instead of having this like structured everyday monotonous theme day thing. So play around with theme days though. That's why I do enjoy them. And that's why I like this Marketing Tip Tuesday, because it brings me on once a week. It allows me to have some of that structure with my content creation. And yeah, so in the beginning, you can absolutely play around with that and do different theme days continuously. Just see what clicks and what's getting engagement and what isn't. Just give them a reason to stick around though. Give your members content that you are not giving the rest of the world, or give them a reason to stay. Whether it is, for me, it's having these live conversations and allowing you guys to ask questions in real time. And then I repurpose that content and push it out to the public way later on, like weeks later. So it really gives that in real time factor for you guys. But most of all, like above everything else, Facebook groups are supposed to be fun. You want to bring people in that you can be yourself around. Like you want it to feel like a group of friends where you can hop on, and you've seen me hop on and bitch about like social media, or I don't know if I shared with you, I'm pretty sure I did, about my terrible like run-in with that sexist client last year. I'm totally comfortable talking with you guys about daily life stuff, and I don't feel insecure coming in and looking like crap and being able to just chat with you guys. And if you can absolutely create a community where it's more professional and whatever, but as long as you feel comfortable being yourself and actually sharing the content that you know your audience needs, that's because you don't want to hold anything back because you're scared of what your audience is going to think, because that only hurts you, and that only hurts your audience, because you're really holding back some valuable things if you feel like you have to just hide in a shell and not share everything you want to share, So really bring in people, attract people that you feel comfortable leading and guiding and sharing information with in your own special way. Don't have it be some rigid, uncomfortable experience, because that's not beneficial for anyone. Get conversations started. Connect people with other people, connect people with other members, and then get creative with it. That really is what this is all about, is just getting creative. There are a lot of Facebook groups out there now. So whatever you can do to stand out, do it. Get as creative as possible. Listen to your members. Pay attention to the questions they're asking. Get those polls started. I always do little polls if I'm sitting down to like plan out my month ahead for content. If I'm working on my content calendar, I always post a poll for you guys to fill out. Like which topic do you want to hear next for the next Marketing Tip Tuesday or whatever, because that also gets people engaged and it helps you create content and guide your plan towards the right direction. So hopefully that helped. Do y'all have any questions? Give y'all a couple seconds to ask questions. Because I know a few of you have a Facebook group. So I'm interested to hear what you're struggling with, or if there's anything you found that's been really helpful when it comes to creating and growing and managing your Facebook group. And I think at some point, I know you can make your Facebook group, you can make like a premium Facebook group where members pay. I was like looking around at all that from the back end to see, I don't know if you have to have like a certain amount of members or what, but I'm interested to hear more about that and to see how that evolves, because I think it's a great idea, and that's something you can consider later on. Well, if nobody has any questions right now, if something comes up, please pop a comment below later on if you're catching the replay. And yeah, I always come back and answer. So hopefully this helped, and I will talk to you. Oh, I see some. I didn't scroll down. Mandy, I need to start one. Thinking Canva help attached to my course that will release in future. Yes, Mandy, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. So Mandy is a graphic designer, and she's thinking of starting a group that helps business owners with Canva. I think that's an awesome idea, because very niche, like product specific groups like that do very, very well. Like I know there's like a ConvertKit help Facebook group, WordPress, all those different like software stuff, that those do really, really well. As I always say, like the more niche you can get, the better. So I think that's a great idea. All right. These were just like a few tips that I had that I kind of wish I had known back in the day when I was first starting my Facebook group. So yeah, it's not super comprehensive, but it's the kind of tricks and hacks that I suggest you do when you first start out. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.